Hello.
Good afternoon, Jimena. How are
Good
you?
afternoon, teacher. Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's great.
So I think that it would be better to have this right now than tonight.
Yes, yes, teacher. Eh, it's better.
Okay, and we're going to study classes, and we see in the test when someone speak. And about conditionals, did you review the topic? Did you study?
No, teacher. Yesterday I was very busy, and I hope that today I am busy too. I hope tomorrow, Angie, no, tomorrow because in the noon I have the time to study, to sit and study.
Okay.
I just remember that zero conditional is simple past in this moment.
Okay, the zero conditional, let's going to review a little bit. Zero conditional is simple present and simple present. First conditional is,
Simple present, simple future. I don't remember.
yes, simple present and simple future.
Okay.
Second conditional is about simple past
With good.
and would. And third conditional is
Perfect.
past perfect and would plus present perfect.
Okay. Past perfect. Past perfect.
Past perfect and the other clause will be with would and present perfect.
Okay.
So today's topic is relative clauses. And let's begin.
Okay. I have to read. Yes.
Yes, of course, please.
Okay. Relative clauses. A defining or identifying clause tell us which specific person or thing we are talking about in a larger group of people or things. If a defining relative clause is removed, the meaning of the sentence change significantly. A
Significantly.
defining relative clause is not separated from the rest of the sentence by commas or parentheses. The woman who visited me in the hospital was very kind. Mm. The umbrella that I bought last week is already broken. And who stole my backpack has been arrested. And the weather that we had this summer was beautiful. The umbrella that I bought last week is already.
Okay, so here the relative clauses here is who, that, stole, that, who,
Who
and,
that?
and that. Who is that? So here, you know, the woman who visits me. You know that in Spanish we used to say la mujer que me visitó. Right? It's like the woman what, but here in English, it's better to say who than that. You might say the woman that visits me, but I think that it's more common who, the woman who, because we're talking about someone.
Okay, the woman who visits me.
Here the umbrella that, we're talking about an object. Here is that I bought. Sometimes you can find maybe which, the umbrella which I bought, but which is like when there are different, there are many kinds or many types. Like when you say which one, do you know the question? Which one?
Yes, teacher. One.
Okay. So which one, for instance, if you are in a store and you want to buy a t-shirt, you want to buy a type of clothes in the store, you can say which one, the root, the red one or the blue one. So here, which, if you say on the umbrella, which, maybe it's talking about different umbrellas, different type of umbrella. So here it would be better to say the umbrella that, saying the man who stole, talking about someone. And here the weather that we have this summer.
So in the case, for example, in the first, if we said the women that, it wouldn't be who, or I don't know. The women included
the women,
that.
the women who.
Yes. Okay.
The women who. You know
Okay.
that who, when you ask this kind of question like who are they? Who are they? You know who in my or singular.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
So here the clause, the relative, this is called relative pronoun, linguistic by these kind of people that study the language, the English language, the relative pronouns here, or the WH question when they are in questions. We're specific, person or a thing.
Okay.
When you see the umbrella I bought, sometimes when you hear someone speaking, sometimes they don't say the relative pronoun. For instance, the umbrella I bought is already broken. Sometimes they leave it out, they omit the relative pronoun when they speak.
Okay. But it's more okay.
Relative clauses, could you read please?
Yes. Children who hate chocolate are uncommon. They live in a house whose what?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Chocolate.
Okay. Chocolate. Okay. They live in a house whose roof is full of holes. An elephant is an animal that lives in hot countries. Let's go to a country where the sun always shines. The reason why I came here today is not important.
Okay. Here, for instance, do you know what does who mean? They live in a house whose roof is full of
Like
holes.
Cuyo.
Right.
Yes.
Let's go to a country where the sun will shine. The reason why I came here. So maybe I think you don't have any question so far.
No, in this point, no.
Okay. So let's go to the next. Go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Non-defining clauses. A non-defining or non-essential clause gives us more information about the person or thing we are talking about. If a non-defining relative clause is removed from a sentence, we lose some detail,
Yes.
but the
Okay.
overall...
Stop right there, please. Clause is removed from a sentence. Is removed
Okay,
from a
remove
sentence.
from a sentence. Okay, remove from a sentence. We lose some detail, but the overall meaning of the sentence remains the same. Non-defining relative clauses are always set off from the rest of the sentence with commas or parentheses. The farmer whose name was okay. The farmer whose name was Fred sold us 10 pounds of potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Elephants, which are the largest land mammals,
Mammals.
mammals,
Mammals.
mammals, live in herds of 10 or more adults. The author, who graduated from the same university that I did, gave a wonderful presentation. My mother, who is 1886, lives in Paris.
Okay. So here is giving us more information about the person, right?
Yes, I can hear it is
You
raining.
think the farmer who sold us, or this is the farmer who sold us pounds of potatoes. So you're giving here more information. Why? Because you're saying here whose name was Fred. Why you're giving more
So,
information? So
so the non-defined clauses in the first is whose name was Fred, right?
will you repeat, please?
Okay, but the overall meaning. Okay. Está lloviendo muy duro. La piedra. I can hear.
Okay, here the non-defining clauses is the fragment you can see here
It's between the
was Fred,
whose name was Fred.
right
Yes.
between the two clauses. Yes, right. Whose name was Fred, which are the largest land mammals who graduated from the same university I did, who is 86. These are the non-defining clauses.
Okay. I'm going to look for other place because I can't hear.
Okay, okay.
Mm, it seems like here is better, I think. Hi.
Yes, more peaceful. I cannot hear anything in the background, any noise.
Yes, it's raining very, very hard.
Now please read the examples without the non-defining clauses.
Okay. I can. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Hello. Ay, Dios mío.
I can hear you.
Teacher, can you hear me? Me moví, esto se puso loco.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Is without the non-defining clause.
Mm,
The examples.
I read again.
Only the examples without the non-defining clause.
Ah, okay, without. Um, the farmer sold us 10 pounds of what? How did you say? I forgot.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Okay. The farmer sold us 10 pounds of potatoes. Elephants, which are the largest land mammals, live. Sorry,
Mammals.
eso no había que leerlo.
Sorry.
Elephants live in herds of 10 or more adults. The author
Okay.
gave a wonderful presentation. My
Okay.
mother lives in Paris.
The author. The author.
The author?
Author.
Okay,
Mhm.
the author. The author gave a wonderful presentation, and my mother lives in Paris.
Right, very good. So that's the non-defining clause. They're giving more information. Uh, Now we're gonna see here
Ah,
replacing with that in spoken English.
okay. The pronouns who, whom, and which are often replaced by that in spoken English. Whom is very formal and is only used in written English. You can use who or that instead, or omit the pronoun completely. In the examples below, the common usage is given with the defining relative clause highlighted. The pronoun that would be used in more formal written in English instead of that is given in parentheses.
Okay, in parentheses.
In parentheses.
Here, whom, let's stop right there, please. Whom, let's
Who?
gonna see the difference between whom and who. Whom ask about the object, and who ask the subject.
Oh,
Sentence, you can find the subject and the object. For instance, he is talking to him. He is the and him is the object,
okay.
right?
Yes, teacher. Okay.
So I can say, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to him. Or whom are you talking?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, teacher.
Here I have an example. Was the letter addressed? Imagine that you wrote a letter to someone and
Can
ask
you
him.
repeat,
I can
please?
ask you to to whom was the
Mm,
letter addressed? It's
I'm
like
sorry, I.
to whom are you going to give the letter?
Ah, okay. I got it.
To whom was the letter addressed? To him, to my husband, to my friend, etc. But nowadays, it's very weird to find whom in spoken English.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. You know, in the movies when they are in the when the movie is about the Middle Ages, when it's about maybe 200 years ago, 300 years ago, you can find the
Mm-hmm.
difference when they talk with whom. It sounds like um, more formal, like whom, like a king many years ago. For
Okay.
instance, I remember a movie uh, when he's fighting Thor. You know Thor, this man that has a hammer, who fights with a hammer. You know that superhero, Thor?
So yes, I haven't see watched it.
Okay, so you have not watched the last movie, Thor Ragnarok.
No, teacher.
Okay, this man, he's from, he's a god from England. You know that the day, like Monday, day of the
Mm-hmm.
moon,
Yes.
Wednesday, and Thursday is the day of Thor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a god in the mythology.
Yes.
So Thor, he used to speak in this way, very formal, with whom you can feel the difference when they
Mm-hmm.
speak. Well, in such movies from the very old ancient times. Okay, so here replacing talking English. Read the example, please.
Okay. The dish that I ordered was delicious. The man
Mhm.
that came with her has already left. The doctor that I was hoping to
Mhm.
see wasn't on duty.
Okay. So here the dish which I ordered. Do you remember that which is when there are many types or many kinds? He ordered a specific dish. So you
Oh,
might say the dish which I ordered or the dish that I ordered.
okay. Okay, teacher.
And then the next example, the man who that I told that it would be better with who. The man who came with a, oh, maybe in spoken English, the man that came with
Came
her.
with her house. Okay.
Mhm. But remember that probably in an exam, you have to choose who because it's better than that.
Okay.
And the doctor that I was hoping to see wasn't on duty. You might say the doctor who I was hoping to see, or
Yes,
whom I was
but it
hoping to see.
but it's more common to say the doctor that I
In the spoken English.
yes, yes, teacher.
Okay. Now let's go with other uses of that.
Okay, other uses of that. That is often used to introduce defining relative clauses when they follow the words something, anything, everything, nothing, or all or a superlative. It may be omitted when it is not the subject of the clause. Examples. There's something that you should know. It was the best film that I've ever seen. Do you have anything that will help my throat? Everything that you say seems silly to me. Nothing that anyone does can replace my lost bag. I'm sorry, but that is all that I saw.
Okay. So you have the chance to choose if say with that or say without that. I think that sounds more natural in spoken English when you say that's something you should know. You see, sounds like I don't know, like more common. Like it's not like you're reading a book. You're not reading a story from a book. It sounds like more like spoken English when you leave the that and leave it out. For example, it was the best film I ever seen. It was the best film I ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you can that or without that. It doesn't it doesn't change the meaning or you mean what you want to say. It doesn't change.
Okay, so we can use two ways, but it sounds
Mm-hmm.
better without that. For example, in the first.
Yeah, in the spoken sounds a little bit better when you say without that, right?
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
And now let's go with the activity.
Okay.
My computer is very slow. I saw your message on Skype, but computer was very touchy, very slow.
Mm.
Okay, could you replace here these examples?
Okay, I know someone who sings in this musical. It was me. It was me who wrote the letter, and I can see what I need is a holiday. God and wish.
Just want to study course and we will do that activity. Let me see what can I do. I updated my computer and I'm having some problems.
I can. I can hear very well because here is raining, and I don't know.
I can hear very well, Jimena.
Um, no, not very well.
Okay, go ahead,
And
please.
okay. Look, there's a sign that we chase free beer. Free beer. Mm, the boy who that took the photograph is over there. Stefan works for a company that wish designs jewelry. I met a boy who that speaks German. That speaks German.
Okay, you can say who or that or which.
There's a sign. Mhm.
Now here, please.
Okay. The film, which stars Antonio Banderas, is showing next week. Mm, Our our eldest daughter, who is 21, has just graduated from university. Our uncle's sports car, which can reach 200 miles per hour, cost him, I don't remember, 100,000, 100,
Yes.
$100,000.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to complete the phrases, sentences, and you have to add that or which.
Okay. Leave is also containing who was on the forgot the word. It gets younger every is on the top shelf. Mm, okay, I think I know someone um, someone who sits next to me. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Mm, I know some forgot. Wait, painted these masterpieces. Masterpieces. What is the meaning? Ah, no. I know someone who sings at weddings. Maybe.
Okay, I know someone who sings at wedding. Very good.
Okay. Where's the 10 euro bill? Table. Where's the 10? It's also counting was counted. Forecast where gets you. Um, I don't know. What is the meaning of shelf? Top shelf.
Shelf is a thing where you put the book. You know, in the library, the shelves,
Um.
because you put the book over, you put the book there.
Okay. Where's the 10 euro bill? Um. No, I'm not sure.
Where's the 10 euro bill
Euro bill. Hmm.
that
What did you say? What
that
did you say?
that was on the table?
That was okay. Ya entendí. I get it. Where's the 10 euro bill that was on the table? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The man is my grandfather Pablo Picasso. Okay. The man. The man. The man. Sorry. The man who is on the top shelf. No, maybe a picture.
Mm-hmm. The man,
What is masterpieces?
the man who painted.
Yes, but what is the master? What is masterpieces? Obras maestras. Ya entendí. The man who painted these masterpieces is my grandfather Pablo Picasso. Yes, with who? Yes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the cheese. Okay, free cheese mine. The cheese. Okay, the cheese. Which or that. The cheese which is on the top shelf is no, no. Um,
Yes,
um.
you're right. The cheese, which
Yes.
is on the top shelf in the fridge. You know where's a fridge? Fridge.
Okay. It's mine. Okay, the cheese which is on the top shelf in the fridge is mine.
Okay. Fridge
Mute.
is refrigerator.
What?
Fridge is the refrigerator.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. A meteorologist is someone who no. that forecast the weather. That is right? I don't know. That a meteorologist is someone that forecasts the weather. And the last, that's the horrible
Okay.
man who lives or who lives next
Mm-hmm.
me, who sits no,
Who
who
lives
lives
next?
next next me, who lives next me.
Next to me. Mm. That's the horrible
Ah,
man.
who
Fire
sits
me.
next to me? No,
Who fire me?
who fired? Ah, yeah.
Funny.
Okay. Mm,
Australia is the only country.
me perdí. What?
Australia
Ay,
is the only country.
me perdí, es que no veo. I can see. Australia is the only country. Mm, that I can see. No, that is also a continent. No.
Yes.
Yes. That is also a continent.
Right.
But is with that, yes?
Remember, Oceania is a continent. Oceania, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
The
I
couple.
with that, yes? Okay. The
What do
couple,
you say? Okay.
door are always fighting. Okay. The couple who live in um what who live next arriba que decía. I can see the first who live next
The couple who live next.
door are always fighting.
Yes.
Mhm. The girl class is famous ballerina. Ballerina. Okay. Mm, what's on the first one? The girl who sits next to me in class. In class is
Mm-hmm.
a famous ballerina.
Okay, good. Now let's go into to final activity.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to choose the right sentence.
Okay. I'm reading a book who has written by James Joyce. I'm reading a book was written. I'm reading a book which was written by James Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
I think see with wish. Okay, that's the guy I was telling you.
Which or who?
I think is which I think I think is wish.
The second one.
Okay, that's the guy I was telling you about. That's the guy wish I was telling you about. That's the guy that I was telling you about him. The first, I think that's the guy I was telling you about. The third is people who could hair their stylist. People who could hair are hairstylists. People could hair are hairstylists. I think it's B. People who could hair are hairstylists. I think it's right or it's wrong. Hello.
Next, please. That's
Okay,
the
that's the
woman.
woman whose child sang the solo. That's the woman whose child sang the solo. Espérame un momentico. That's the woman who. That's the woman. Sí, sí, ya me he dicho. That's the woman. Bueno, pero that's the woman whose child sang the solo. Whose, I think, that's the woman whose child sang the solo. The sí, sí.
Right, very good. The answer is
Indica
now tell me if it's obligatory to
Okay, the people that eat
that.
there are mostly pensioners. The people that eat there, mm, there are mostly that is obligatory. Obligatory. I
Okay.
okay. My niece and nephew who live in Brinton are coming to visit. It's not necessary because it's an undefined.
Mhm.
Do
Right,
you,
very good.
okay. Do you know anything about the book that I'm reading? Mm, mm, well, I think we can or we. Mm, no, it's not obligatory.
Okay.
The last one is that's the book which I need to read. No, which I don't know. In this case, that's the
Okay.
book which I need to read.
Okay, very good. Yes, you're right. That's right.
Okay.
And now let's gonna see. Let me study the last activity. Choose the right answer.
Okay. Okay. Who, which of these old men is your grandfather? Um, um, which of these? Uh, who of these? Which? Who of these? Mm.
You can choose both. Who or which?
Yes? Oh, okay. Whom? Who are you calling? Whom? Whom are you calling? Who are you calling?
Mm-hmm.
Whom? The
Say
third.
both. Whom or who?
What?
You
Okay.
can say both.
Okay. Who is the captain of the team? Who? Or
Right? No, only who.
okay. Who broke the chair? Mm, who? Who broke the chair?
Mm-hmm. Who brought the chair?
Okay.
Who or whom?
I
What's
think
the right answer? Who?
who. I think who.
Who? Okay. Because you say, who brought the chair?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, right?
Uh-huh. Yes. Who's?
If the answer is with his or him, them. So the answer here is who. Who brought
The chair. Okay. Whose wish se movió. Whose wish bicycle is this? Andrews. Whose?
whose? Right. Whose bicycle is this? Andrews?
Whose? Okay. Whose wish pi pajamas? Pajamas. Okay. Are these Julia's or Cynthia's? Whose?
Yes, whose?
Okay, whose which pajamas are these? The ones you wore on holiday? Wish?
Mm,
No, you know, wish. Is right?
right, which? You're right.
Okay. Who is he working for? Whom? I think it's whom. Whom?
Both, you can say who or whom.
Yes? Okay. For which whom are you cooking tonight? Whom?
For whom, right?
The last one is at whose which house is the party being held? Boss? ¿De quién y cuál?
Which?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Which house?
Okay. Which house is the party being held?
Which house?
Okay. Boss. Wish. Sorry. Whose or whose? Okay. I don't know who whose was at tennis, Peter or John. Whose?
Okay.
Is this tennis racket? Whose is this tennis? Or who is? Whose? Uh,
Whose is this same racket? Whose?
whose? Okay. It's in the film Titanic. Whose? Who is? I confuse the pronunciation. Who? Whose?
The same pronunciation. Whose? Here in the 13th is who has. You know the contraction form of same with whose?
Yes.
Who's seen the film Titanic?
Okay. Who's seen the film Titanic? Titanic. In class, shall we organize Thanksgiving this year? Okay. In whose? The first whose? Whose? In whose flat shall we organize Thanksgiving this year? Got my kiss. Who's who's got my kiss?
Right, who got my kids? Oh, who has got?
Got.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here. The topic is very clear,
Yes, I think.
almost clear for you.
Yes, teacher. I think so.
Okay, would like to say anything else? Any question?
No, teacher. Until the
Any comments?
no. This topic. I like this topic.
Okay, okay, Jimena. Thank you for being here.
Okay, teacher.
And
Thank
see you
you.
next weekend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, okay, see you. Goodbye. Take care.
Okay, bye.